Right, so we've stopped filming the Blu-ray series to do our weekly vlog.
Yep.
And
what were we vlogging about today, Fiona?
iPhones!
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I went down to get an iPhone.
Yeah, well, I don't know why you thought that, you know, you had the rights to get the only iPhone in the house.
And Fiona, who just got a phone contract how long ago? December?
No, it was, I don't know, sometime mid-last year. It must have been mid-last year because there's 18 months left on the contract. So it was 6 months ago.
So Fiona hated the phone she got. I told her she'd hate it, but she...
I knew that I would hate it, but I didn't want to, you know, like I'd paid off the old phone. I didn't want to...
So you got, just for the sake of getting a crappy phone, you got a crappy phone?
No, my contract was up. So I didn't want to, you know, have a monthly payment.
Anyway, so we
There was nothing on the rack at the time that piqued my interest enough that I wanted it.
Okay. You know I'm teasing you, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Well, anyway, we both walked out with not matching the iPhones. I got it. Oh, I just turned off the sound. I got a black iPhone.
And I got the sexier white one.
And then I went out and got myself a rubber cover for the exterior of it because I found it kind of slippery.
Yeah, I like the fact that it's very tactile, the way it is. I like it.
I've spent a bit of time getting some, I'm not too sure if you can see that there, but a variety of different applications for it. I've got quite a few. I've got at least 3 pages of applications for it. I'm very, very impressed. I'm not just a little bit impressed. I'm extremely impressed. This is probably the best gadget I've got in 10 years.
Yeah. And the thing is, like when you actually go through the applications that come with it, there are a lot of phones out there, you know, it has to be said that it's fair to say, that have the same features. And you can get Blackberries that have, you know, the contacts and calendar and all the rest of it. The thing is, the way the menu system on this is and the way you interact with it is just so easy and it's such a pleasure to use, isn't it?
Definitely. I mean, I was actually went out to got a haircut yesterday, and I'm sitting there in the hairdressers, and I'm doing my email, and I realised that this is actually easier to use. I found it easier to use than the OQO.
The OQO UMPC, yes, that is totally true.
As far as replying to emails, I found the keyboard on it actually really good once you get the hang of it.
Last night, actually, I was sitting in the foyer for an hour waiting for one of my daughters to finish her hip-hop class.
Right.
And I sat there using Gmail on the iPhone, and I had 220 emails to go through, and I managed to, you know, forward the ones that I needed to, get rid of spam, delete ones, and I did respond to some emails. You wouldn't actually want to sit there and type out an essay on it, but, you know, 2 or 3 sentences replying an email, no problem at all.
Beautiful to read, the screen's a nice size, the text is really clear, a really good size, resizes it for it.
And another thing I actually found out last night is that if you're typing on it and, you know, you realise that, you made a mistake or you want to insert something, you can just sort of hold on the text and actually magnifies it so that you can go to exactly where you want. Yeah, I'm still finding all the little extra things that I didn't know about, so yeah.
So I've downloaded maybe 20 gadgets. Some are paid for, cool things like voice recorders and whatever else. Others were free, like phrase translators. I've got a French and a Mandarin phrase translator, which is going to be a cool little gadget. But
this is a bit of a, you know, a sad reflection on my life, but I downloaded the Shopper one, which is a free one. It's like a shopping list, and actually it was so cool because when I did a bit of a supermarket shop the other day, you know, you sort of go through and you tick a little box to say when you've done it, and actually when you've finished everything on your list, it pops up and says, you have finished your shop, do you want to clear all items? And yeah, it's really good. It's much more exciting than having a little piece of scored up paper. So
saving the environment, no little pieces of paper. So anyway, what we're going to do with iPhones on the website is we are going to be looking at the different applications.
There are, I don't know the count, but well over 200, possibly over 300, I think.
You know, and actually, the first thing I want to do for our iPhone blogs or vlogs or whatever we want to call them is have a look at ringtones in the iPhone. One of the first things that happened was as I walked into the hairdressers and pulled out my iPhone and started talking around. One of the girls gone and got another hairdresser who has just also got an iPhone. And she's like, oh my God, you know how to get new ringtones on my phone. That's the first question she asked, because I mean she's obviously got the phone and can't
Yeah,
get
well, you can't.
isn't it?
Yeah, you can't use the MP3s as them.
By default you can't, but there is a way to do it. So I found I've done a lot of researching today, and there is a way to get any ringtone you want onto your phone almost immediately. And there's also databases of hundreds of ringtones. I mean, all the ones I wanted were already done for me. I didn't have to convert them myself.
Yeah.
And I could download them and
so we're going
put
to
them on my phone.
do heaps of little videos. You know, one for each application.
Yeah.
So that if you've got an iPhone and you see there and you think, oh, can I be bothered downloading what this one's like? Yeah.
So just to start off, your favourite application at the moment that you have a look at?
I know it sounds boring, but the calendar.
The calendar?
Yeah.
The coolest one I found was a little program called Shazam. Shazam basically allows you to identify any music clip. So you can be in a nightclub and you go like, what is that song? Who sings that song? You record a 12-second section of the song. It uploads it to a server, identifies the song and sends all the information back, and you can click on the YouTube link or whatever else you want. So that's just a really nifty, neat little application. That's free. And also, I'm sorry, I've got to show this. My lightsaber.
Oh.
You can turn your iPhone. You can turn your iPhone into a lightsaber. Let me turn the volume up here. So if you want to be a real geek, you can turn your iPhone into a fake lightsaber. Okay, it's corny. But another one of the hundreds of free applications that you can make your iPhone a glass of beer if you like, and all sorts of other torch and bubble wrap popper, all sorts of crazy stuff. But we'll look at all that stuff anyway. There's also fun, corny applications which are a total waste of your iPhone space, and there's some other really good ones as well. Yeah. So that's what we've been doing this week, and also finishing off this Blu-ray series. Now we're about to start our next series, which is the case modding one. Is that right?
It's not case modding. It's just building a PC.
Building a new PC. Yeah. So we're about to do a little introduction to that series as well, aren't we? So we better get onto that.
We better get onto it.
Okay. We'll talk to you soon, guys.
Okay. Bye.